Hello, everyone, and welcome to Stellos Stadium in Nashua. An ideal Saturday for the Battle of the Bridge, 4 contests that we are all covering on NashuaETV. John Collins with Tom King. We have our camera crew. We have our executive producer. We are in the press box at Stellos, and we have it to ourselves, which I can't believe because ESPN should be here. It's just that kind of exciting action.
I used to work for ESPN Radio. Is that good enough?
Yeah, I'll take it.
There you go.
Yeah. So, Tom, we have field hockey now. 2 struggling teams, but the good news is that could produce some exciting action as they vie for the Battle of the Bridge title.
Struggling but playing better of late. Nashua South tied Merrimack, which Merrimack is a 5-3-1 team. South comes into this game winless on the year, but they do have that tie, a 1-1 tie with Merrimack that they tied late in the game and with no time left on the clock, by the way, and almost pulled it out in overtime. A goal was disallowed because it was too high. It was ruled a dangerous hit. Nashua North playing better of late. They picked up a win over Memorial 4-1, and against unbeaten top-ranked Bishop Girton, they led 1-0. They scored first early in the game against the Cardinals and held that lead through much of the first half until about 10 minutes to go in the half. Ended up losing that game 4-1. That's the last time they played. So both teams playing better. Both goalies very, very good because they face a lot of shots. Zoe Philibrown for Nashua North, and for South, Paige Murphy, who's been in goal now. This is, I think, her 3rd or 4th year in a row in goal, or last year, for the Panthers of Nashua South. So it should be a good one here on Nashua's ETV as they introduce the starting lineups.
Yeah, we're having the player introductions down on the field. One of the remarkable things that jumped out at me as we looked at the field hockey standings in New Hampshire Division I, the girls of Nashua North, they kept at it. I mean, 7 games until they finally scored their first goal, and then all of a sudden it was an explosion. They had 3 goals against Keene and 4 goals in that one win against Memorial. So nothing for the first 6 games. All of a sudden, 7 goals.
Both teams played tough teams early on in the season, and that was
the reason,
a tough start.
right?
Now, these 2 teams, John, practiced together a little bit in the preseason this year. It was something a little different. They had some joint practices here at Stellos Stadium. They scrimmaged each other, and they're just trying, again, field hockey has struggled here in Nashua. The feeder program has suffered, isn't as strong. It's getting stronger, though, because look at the numbers. The numbers are there, and now all you need to do is convert that into talent. Both coaches working very hard at it. They have summer clinics. They have off-season clinics. They do a lot of work, both of them. Kiki McIntyre and Chloe Odesi for Nashua North, McIntyre for South. They're both really into the sport and do a great job, and they oppose each other in lacrosse in the spring as well. So, and the 2 sports kind of go hand in hand. And trying to build some programs up here, John. It's been a struggle since the split, and I think we're at the point now where you just can't blame the split. You need coaching consistency. South's got it. They just need some talent. North with Odesi, this is, I believe, her 2nd year, and they're going to be looking to do the same thing.
So one of the quirks of field hockey is that as they introduce players, the goalies kind of cover up their uniform numbers. So I'm looking forward to getting the announcer to tell us who the goaltender is right here.
It's pretty cut and dry. I mean, unless there's an injury. Paige Murphy for South.
Okay.
Zoe Philibrown for North.
All right. I'll take your word for it.
Yep.
Zoe Philibrown with the G.
Yep.
And Paige Murphy. Oh, you were right. Zoe Philibrown, a senior.
I know my field hockey, John Collins.
You know a lot of sports.
I've come here and shot enough of their games this season, so it's been, I've seen them both play, and they're both pretty talented. So we'll start the game right after the national anthem here on Nashua's ETV.
By the dawn's early light, what so proudly we hailed, and the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched, were so say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
That was Al St. Louis live as opposed to the Al St. Louis recording of the national anthem, which I'm not sure if it exists, but they
I was
probably.
going to say, isn't it about time?
Yes,
he does a
he
recording?
should cut a disc. He should.
Yeah, cut a disc.
You know?
It's cut down on his travel time. You know,
Exactly.
He really
was
should.
it Kate Smith that they still
They
play?
still do God Bless America,
Right.
right?
It would be a
That
shame
was,
not to.
Remember that Kate Smith with God Bless America? The big thing
Flyers.
with that, the Flyers, they had never
Philadelphia.
lost. They had a long winning
Yeah.
streak with her singing that song live.
Right. I think Al needs one of those. He needs to get a hot team and be the official anthem singer. We are moments away from the start of girls field hockey. As you can see, 30 minutes up on the clock, and that would be a half. I am venturing to guess. Am I 1 for 2 today? Is a half, yes. So we had 12-minute quarters in co-ed unified soccer, 30-minute halves in girls field hockey. Of course, there's some restrictive rules in field hockey in which you use one side of the stick primarily. And there will be a lot of stops and starts. The officiating crew has to be very well versed in the rules of the game in order to officiate accurately. And in this short break that we have before we get underway, scanning through the standings of the Division I New Hampshire girls field hockey, one team that really jumps out at you, of course, is Bishop Girton, undefeated on the season. They most recently played against North and won 4-1 in the game that Tom talked about. Girton has had tremendous success defensively, especially. They've let up only one goal and no more in most of their wins. They have also pitched 3 shutouts in their, let's see, 8-0 record. 2, 3, 4, yes, 8-0. The Cardinals girls field hockey game. So congratulations to them as we have passed the midway point of the fall season. Another good team in New Hampshire girls field hockey Division I is Merrimack. They have won 5 games against only 3 losses. Pinkerton is also unbeaten, and they are going to be playing Bishop Girton on September 27. We can mark that down. So that'll be here at Stellos Stadium. That will be a tough contest for both teams, and depending on how Pinkerton does, they have 2 games between now and that BG game. They could be 2 undefeated teams. We're underway. Girls field hockey here at Stellos. The South team is, of course, in all purple, and the Titans of Nashua North defending the goal to the right with the white tops and the dark blue shorts, or skirts, excuse me. So Panthers threatened and North able to clear it quickly. Teams trading possessions at midfield. Sunshine working its way to the left end zone, as you can tell. And so a lot of these North players may be squinting into the sun as they try to get a shot away on the goaltender for South, Paige Murphy. Ball's inbounded by the Titans, far sideline. Number 3 would be Emily Clausen. Titans trying to take advantage. The whistle favors South. Field hockey games generally low scoring. Every goal carries a major impact on the outcome of the game. See a lot of midfield play. Right now the Panthers have it. Such a great facility, this Stellos Stadium. You can see the striping for the various sports that are played here. Field hockey, football, and soccer. Between the co-ed unified soccer game and this field hockey game, Lisa Gingras and the athletic director for Nashua Schools and some of the grounds crew here at Stellos moved the goal back about 10 yards to where it is positioned now so that they are 100 yards apart again. It's a big pitch to run around on, especially on a warm day such as this. Number 8 for South, Jenna Chiavelli is going to place this down. They're going to resume play. Number 9 for South with Jenna is Vanessa Norton. Chiavelli trying to thread the needle to get it to Callie Goulet, number 1, but instead the Titans defense steps up and intercepts it as they make their way down the field. Good hustle play to gain field position and scoop it ahead. Stick handling. Number 1 is Danielle Upton, who's always a key player for North in field hockey and in other sports, I believe also basketball. So the Panthers trying to come out of their own end. The coach of the South team is Kara Kristen McIntyre, and for North, Chloe Audesi. Whistle stops the action. The ball was on the stick of Catherine Tello, but instead it will be Teresa Ellison that will sweep it on ahead. That one made rapid progress through a lot of sticks and legs and went out of bounds. So a fortuitous turn for the Titans as they are going to have another shot for Teresa Ellison. About 25 yards away from the goal. Loose ball. Teresa gets it back. There was some elevation on that pass ahead, and so that was a rules infraction. You got to keep the ball low. Dangerous shots can be whistled. Dangerous passes that get up knee high or so, or higher. Number 1, Danielle Upton, and just trying to will it on ahead to her teammate, Lydia Balanovich, number 11. Number 7 for North is Kaylee Eckenrode. Chopped on up to midfield and beyond. Looked like Emma Lynch, number 2, had a chance to get it, but she hustles ahead and is able to secure it. Now it's stolen away by Teresa Ellison, battling with Emma Lynch, and the whistle gives the Panthers possession with good field position. No shots on net yet to speak of. Zoe Philibrown, the North goaltender, sees this one bounding in, and because it was a dangerous shot by South, the whistle sounds and North will take possession in the person of Teresa Ellison. South steals. We have played 6 minutes of this opening half here at Stellos Stadium, and it is scoreless. Ball goes deep into the corner, and Therese Ellison will retrieve it and give it over to the south. Panthers playing it back to the defensive line, which moves on up ahead as the ball goes deep into the north end of the field. That was Elizabeth Harrington sweeping it on ahead. Number 5 for South is Emma Murphy. Emma broken up. Number 20 on defense for the Titans is Isabel Gates. Emma Murphy has to hand it off to Teresa Ellison. Launches it down the field. That is a legal pass according to the officials. It did get some elevation, but there were no players to strike along the way. And the Titans gained some field position in a scoreless contest. Tell a difference between, one major difference between ice hockey and field hockey, of course, is that the surface that it's played on, but also the stick lengths are uniform. So some of the taller players, they really have to bend over dramatically to get that blade to the ground. You can imagine how much strain there would be on the back of Zdeno Chara, the Bruins defenseman, had he been required to stoop over and man a field hockey size stick for his career instead of the 6 foot long gigantic tool of the sport that he's allowed to use by the rules in ice hockey. And it strikes me that maybe they should allow a little more variation in the length of field hockey sticks, but I mean, this sport is hundreds of years old. I don't think they're going to listen to some of the rules innovations that we would like to make. Teams trade possession, but Titans gain field position, and to inbound this one will be Kaylee Eckenrode, number 7. It gets way up in the air, and that's going to draw a whistle immediately. A turnover by the rules in favor of the Panthers. Number 4 for South is Catherine Tello, and she will hack it on ahead. Finds its way onto a Titan stick, though. Chopping at it was Emily Sweet, number 4. Good pass. Ricochets off a Panther player. And sprinting on down the field is Vanessa Norton. Therese Ellison kind of whiffed on the shot or the pass on ahead, but Titan teammates help her out. Back to get it. Abigail Rowe, number 23. Inadvertently shoots it out of bounds. So Therese Ellison head up, throws it on ahead. It's a good pass because it gives Titans some field position and possession of the ball, but the Panther defense breaks it up again as the ball rolls toward the colorful hedges that surround the playing surface here at Stellos Stadium in this September 23 game. Temperature at game time, I think, is somewhere in the low 80s, Pete. Yep. So it's warm. It could be a factor later in the contest. We are about 11 minutes into this one. There are some breaks in the action in soccer. Field hockey. It is unlike soccer in that regard. A lot more whistles and stops and starts. But still, later in the game, conditioning, stamina could become a factor. Panthers trying to develop some sort of a shot on the Titans' goal here. A long way to go. Zoe Philibrown, the goaltender for North has been a lonely figure to our right here at Stellos. South would like to give her some action on this possession. Down the field they come. North defense hustling back, able to break it up momentarily. Teams trading possessions. The ball seemed to come up and hit a Panther player, and that drew the whistle, and a free hit for the Panthers in space. Look out for this one in front toward the goaltender. Zoe Philibrown makes a save, and another one point blank on Emma Lynch. So our first real pressure on the North goaltender, and we may see .81 degrees we hear is the official temperature at Stellos Stadium. Number 9, Vanessa Norton. And great steal, nice anticipation by the Titans. Number 20, I believe that is Isabel Gates that broke that play up and kept running down the field with possession. So really good heads-up play to eliminate the South scoring chance and develop one of their own. The Titans nearly went the length of the field and scored. They still have it. Ball trickles just wide of Paige Murphy and the South goal to the left of the screen. That ball traveled 100 yards pretty fast by field hockey standards from right to left. South trying to team up, and the ball just went over the sideline, as you could see. Unable to retrieve it, Emma Lynch, in time, and so Teresa Ellison will inbound it. Through a lot of traffic, and it found its way to just 10 yards from goaltender Paige Murphy, but fortunately for South, play was whistled dead on another infraction, and having to take it from the sideline. South's Elizabeth Harrington, number 7. I think she wants to wind up and really shoot this hard down the field. Instead, the pass goes right out of bounds. A turnover by the Panthers. Don't blame Elizabeth Harrington for trying to go up the sideline. There seemed to be nothing but traffic in front of her. Teams trading possessions here with just under 16 minutes to go first half in a scoreless contest. If you put this one through the computer based on previous games and scores, it seemed to indicate that this could be a low-scoring, even a 1-0 final in favor of one team or the other. We'll have to see who gets that all-important first goal. Panthers trying to come out of their own end, put together a string of nice passes there, but Teresa Ellison slows the flow by getting in the middle. That one goes off a Titan player out of bounds again immediately. Number 8 is Jenna Chiavelli for South. Down the sideline it goes, and it's deflected out of bounds, but the Panthers making progress as Jenna Chiavelli will inbound it again about 10 yards farther down the field until she runs into a Titan defender. Number 4 is Catherine Tello in front of her teammates along the near sideline. Big hit, gets through a lot of players, but not to another Purple Panther. Far sideline now. Swept out of bounds and underneath the hedges. I don't know if I've ever actually palmed a field hockey ball. I know I've come across multiple lacrosse balls around the field here at Stellos, and that's a spring sport. But I would imagine that it's very similar to a lacrosse ball. Titans making some progress here. That whistle favors South. They will retain possession after stealing it away from the attacking Titan players, as Catherine Tello goes side to side with the pass, and it's a missed opportunity for South to get it out of their own end. And it's going to be Teresa Ellison who will place it down and knock it ahead for the Titans. Ball gets in close, loose ball. South kind of desperately trying to get it out of there, and they do. There's pressure building there by the Titans that looked like they might score the game's first goal for a moment, and South able to quickly get it out of the goal crease area. North again coming off a pretty good showing against unbeaten Bishop Girton. They did score. They lost 4-1, and that was preceded by their only win of the season, a 4-1 win over Memorial on the 18th of September. So North has put up 5 goals in 2 games, their previous 2 games, whereas South has put up 3 goals in their previous 2 games. So I doubt we'll go scoreless here. The question is, again, who will get that all-important first one? Knocked ahead by Teresa Ellison. Titans had some momentum going there until it was intercepted by Jenna Chiavelli. May have used the wrong side of the stick, though, and the Titans will get a free hit 40 yards away from the Panther goal. Nice pass attempt there. It was a couple of Titan players that could have collected that pass and maybe gotten a shot away. Instead, Panther defense was very tough, and South coming out of their own end. Chopping at it, number 6, Lauren Shaw for the Titans. Number 2, foreground, is Lauren Schock, newly into the game for North. Both coaches getting some fresh legs out there as we near the 2/3 mark of the first half, 30-minute halves. Running time. Teresa Ellison, who has had the most touches, I think, time of possession-wise, in this game. Titans trying to get a shot away. There is a small army of players between player possessing the ball and goaltender Paige Murphy. And it's a good opportunity for North to have a set play here. A set play with 10 minutes to go, first half, scoreless game. Number 1 for North is Danielle Upton. She centers it. Actually, Danielle Upton was at the top of the penalty area there. That was actually inbounded by Kaylee Eckenrode, number 7. Meanwhile, South steals it, and scooping it on ahead, Vanessa Norton, number 9 for South, gets it back, trading possessions. Ball actually hit Vanessa in the shins, it looked like, and so the official whistled it dead. And Teresa Ellison will chop it on ahead, intercepted by the Panthers and stolen right back by North. A lot of changing of possessions in this field hockey game. Of course, any good offense needs to string passes together to be successful ordinarily. And that has been the challenge of this first half here between North and South. Battle of the Bridge Field Hockey 2017. gaining field position with that long chop down field. The Panthers trying to capitalize, maybe get a shot away here on Zoe Philibrown. Both players jostling for position as number 9 for South, Vanessa Norton, made progress toward the cage, drew the foul, and Jenna Chiavelli will get the free hit here to the right of the goal. It trickles in front, and that whistle goes against the Panthers. The 16-yard free hit is all important in field hockey. That's the set play where infraction is committed within striking distance of the goal. And you will see the ball placed down 16 yards from the goal after an offensive player hits the ball over the end line. A free hit for the defense, rather. That's that term. There are 11 players on each side in field hockey, including the goalkeeper. North looking to set up some sort of a shot here with 7 minutes left first half. Pushed on ahead, loose ball in front, and where did that go? It just went over the net, seemingly close to being a ricochet type of shot.
There's a timeout.
Timeout called, our first
Well, I
of the
was
first
down there.
half.
Listen to the coaches. The South strategy defensively is to try to check Danielle Upton, who's, we've had her in many sports.
Yeah.
And so that Murphy doesn't end up one-on-one against her. Murphy's got 3 saves in this game so far. So, it's not easy.
So just looking up some of the facts about field hockey. I was mentioning, I don't think I've ever really palmed a field hockey ball. I know I've picked up lacrosse balls. To the naked eye from a distance, they look the same size.
They just about are.
But
yeah.
I see here that field hockey balls are made of solid plastic, and I think there's a lot of rubber in a lacrosse ball. And the field hockey ball is 5.5 ounces, which is about the weight of a baseball. One of the unique features of field hockey is the obstruction rule. In every other sport, shielding the ball with one's body is a given and an integral part of game strategy, but in field hockey, shielding the ball with one's body is not allowed. All players have an equal chance to gain control of the ball as it is dribbled or passed down the field. It actually makes offense difficult.
It is. It's a difficult offensive game.
Yeah.
You got 4 goals in a field hockey game. Really well,
Exactly.
as North did the other day.
Yeah. No player may play the ball with any part of the body other than the goalkeeper. Dangerous use of the stick and hitting the ball in a manner that could lead to dangerous play will be whistled dead. And for a breach of rules, which we've seen, in any field hockey game, it's a constant, an umpire may award a free hit, a penalty corner, or a penalty stroke. Majority of the scoring opportunities in each match comes from penalty corners, and I believe each team has had 1 so far in this game, and they've not been able to capitalize on the penalty corners. Pitch is actually a little bit wider than football, tackle football, which is 53 yards. The pitch in field hockey is 60 yards wide. Underway after the timeout. Underway once again. 6 minutes remain, first half, scoreless. That first goal will be all important, Tom.
If there is a first goal.
Yeah, let's not jump to conclusions.
The JV teams played to a 0-0 tie.
They did, and we've done 0-0.
We have done
ties,
0-0s, and I have too. So it's not one goal means everything in this game. With these two teams, because they're so evenly matched.
That one actually hit the noggin of South player Catherine Tello, number 4.
I've noticed that this year. I'm wondering if the rules have been relaxed. There's a chance right here.
Yeah.
There's Murphy with the aggressive save. She comes right out. Paige Murphy's not afraid to get into the fray. Neither is Philibran on the other side. Murphy, that's what makes her such a good goalie. She will be aggressive, communicates well with her players, and goes right into that mix and makes the stop. A lot of other goalies might sit back and wait for the shot. Not Paige Murphy.
And she kicked at it rather than using that goalie stick.
They all do, John. They very rarely use the stick.
Teresa Ellison scoops it toward the middle. There was a whistle almost as immediately as she went to hit it. And it favors South. South will get a free hit at their own 15-yard line. Out of bounds. Must have been it is South possession. I was going to say it must have been deflected out by North. Pushing ahead. A good pass.
Now watch Philibran as she tries to follow the play and cut that angle off as much as possible.
Number 25 for South.
We're going to have a free hit from the right side, bottom of your screen. Well, now she's going to move it out a little bit.
We don't have a 25 for South. We have a 24, Sarah Picard. Free hit. They go in the corner, chipped ahead.
But I've seen more balls in the air this year than I ever have. Usually when it's in the air, they stop it, but not this year. Here comes Philibran right there with the pad. So I don't think they're able to use, the sticks aren't as comfortable for the goalies.
Right.
It's a pad game for them.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, John, I saw BG's goalie the other day make a save lying on her back.
Wow.
I mean, it was really something against...
Top 10 Sports Center?
It was 2 weeks ago against Merrimack. No, it was earlier this week. I'm sorry. It was Monday against Merrimack. I've seen a lot of field hockey in the last week.
Teresa Ellison gets some terrific pace on that clearing shot, but the Panthers come right back with it. Out of bounds off a North defender. Just under 3 minutes to go here in the first half. I know on the screen you may see the time froze for the moment, but it is running.
On the clock, they may freeze it in the final 2. They don't always do it for field hockey.
They do it in soccer, of course.
Yes,
we know
they
that.
always do it as a routine in soccer.
So South has a free hit 20 yards away from the goal. They get it in front.
Look at Philibran. Look how far out she is from the net. Again, both goalies. And the defense will cover for her. That's a field hockey staple. And there's going to be, I believe, another free hit.
Oh, this might be this is a penalty corner. Only the second of the game for South.
South, right. North's got 1, I believe.
Right.
Yeah.
The last time.
That's low.
This one didn't go too well for South last time. It actually yielded a scoring chance for North 100 yards away. And South not able to get a shot away on this particular penalty corner either. And again, North comes sprinting out of their own end with it. Danielle Upton. Look at that. Juggling all the way down the field.
She is a talent in this sport. She's very good.
That was something you see on YouTube there from
they basically
Danielle Upton.
They are trying to do their best in terms of covering her.
It is the Battle of the Bridge 2017. free hit for the Panthers. Number 24 is Sarah Picard. Slides it across to teammate Catherine Tello. Under a minute to go, first half. A goal here would be doubly dramatic in a scoreless game with just 40 seconds remaining. In her defensive zone, Therese Ellison doesn't seem to be in a big hurry to put the ball back in play, just in case North lost possession. They are in their own end. Ball deflects off a player out of bounds. Running time, 20 seconds. Might be just enough time to inbound this, and then you're going to hear the buzzer sound to end the first half in what is a 0-0 game. 5 seconds, 3, and that'll do it. First half in the books, 0-0 the score, North versus South in girls field hockey. We're at Stellos Stadium on NashuaETV. Who will get that all-important first goal, or will there be one? We'll find out coming up right after the break.
Start a story. Adopt at theshelterpetproject.org.
Welcome back to sun-splashed Stellos Stadium on a spectacular Saturday in September. NashuaETV bringing you the Battle of the Bridge in all sports here in the fall of 2017. We had volleyball, basketball, co-ed unified soccer, and right now we're at halftime of the girls' field hockey game. And as you can see, we're scoreless, looking for that all-important first goal. John Collins along with Tom King, our camera crew, Jim McLean and Tim O'Neill, and executive producer Pete Johnson is here and there. Tom.
I don't think I've seen it more evenly. Oh my goodness, look at that. How about that shot of Pete Johnson?
That is Pete.
What a
approximately 30-something years ago?
I thought it was last week.
81.
What a handsome devil. What happened to him?
A strapping young man with a big black and white camera that he is manning right there. And was that high school days? What high school again? Oil City High School, Pennsylvania, on his way to Clarion University. And that is a caption that shows you how far we've come with our technology. A lot of the cameras now are just so small and high def, and Pete has witnessed it firsthand from black and white to today.
How about that, huh?
Yep, a lot of experience here in the NashuaETV booth. So we're moments away from resuming a game that has had a few highlights, not enough scoring chances for our liking, I think. But now we got the replay machine working. We need a goal.
I think you'll get one in this half, but it'll probably come off a corner.
Yeah, penalty corners, where you get majority of your scoring chances and goals, have been in limited supply in this game. There have been just 3, 2 for South, I believe, and 1 for North. And none of those 3 yielded a shot on goal that I can recall. So it is a possession for North. Teresa Ellison has had a lot of the ball today. She inbounds it from the sideline. It's a pretty good centering pass, but the Panther defenders are quick to get in there. Looked like Emma Lynch, number 2, might have been shaking her hand as if she got struck inadvertently by someone's field hockey stick, and it's going to be a free hit for South. Catherine Tello chops it on ahead. Good 40, 50 yards down the field, but it goes out of bounds off of the Panthers, and the Titans will get to turn it around. The goaltender to our right now shielding her eyes, and it's becoming a factor for the goalie here in the field hockey game that is in the end zone to the right, because the sun is going down over the left end zone pretty rapidly in the later stages of this afternoon. Big spill taken there. Player slow to get up, but now back on her feet. I think that was number 8 for South, Jenna Chiavelli. As the Titans make some rapid progress, swept toward the front of the goal.
Oh, there's Murphy right there, making another kick save. Although I don't think that was a shot. I think she just came out and got it out of there.
Yeah, good aggressive goaltending play again, Tom.
No doubt about it. Watch Murphy's reaction. She backpedals a little bit, then comes out. She had the space to do it and knocked it away. And look at the kick all the way down to the 25-yard line.
Danielle Upton, dangerous player, was right there. Had Murphy whiffed on the kick, so to speak, it would have been an easy put-in for Upton. Right on the doorstep. So strategic move by Murphy to come out and knock that away. There's Murphy, the goalie, to the right.
I'll tell you what,
the
there's
Panthers.
a lot of in-game coaching going on between Chloe Audesi and Kiki McIntyre.
Yeah.
They are really, really communicating well with their players. They really, try to get everybody positioned.
Good pass on ahead, springs Vanessa Norton, number 9. She's met by the defense, but Vanessa gets it back, tries to center it. Stick actually came up high as she missed on the centering pass, nearly struck the knee of North's number 19, Grace Tomasetti, and that drew the whistle for a violation. Now North on the attack, sprinting downfield. Good hustle in the back check, though. Catherine Tello takes it away from the Titans. And the Panthers with possession at midfield.
Tell you what, John, a little secret for the audience. We're in air conditioning here in the press box. I was down there on that field. It is got to be close to 90 degrees just on the turf itself.
Right, 81 degree game time temperature, but much hotter down on the pitch.
Yeah, very hot down there. I've got a headache from it. I mean, it was it was hot.
Yeah. No cloud cover today.
No cloud cover. It'll be probably hotter for the first part of the boys' soccer game.
Speaking of boys soccer and taking cover in the shade, you can see him over in the corner there, just
Smart
barely.
move. Smart move.
Yeah.
And I told you,
Boys
in this
soccer
game,
team ready to.
I told you that as the day went on, we'd see some fans in the stands across the way because the shade hits that.
Oh,
and
yeah.
That's where they are.
And there they are. Yep.
Yep.
With a good view of the action here.
Murphy right now.
Free hit. Chance.
Playing really well. So South's got it. You've got to take advantage of these hits.
Catherine Tello plays it off to the side, though, and they don't develop a shot.
No, I'm just thinking you go corner to corner. That's hard. I think you've got to get the ball down the middle.
I think you do. I mean, we just learned relearned the lesson about throwing shots on net in the co-ed unified soccer game.
I mean, I've seen a lot of corner shots, but if you're not in the circle, John, it won't count. I've seen shots, you've got to be in that circle to score.
Right. You can't just blast one from 40 yards out.
Story to tell you. BG coach Steve Duprat in a 5-1 win over Memorial a week ago. His freshman scored a goal, but it was so outside the circle, and the game was already well in hand. That Duprat told the ref, don't allow that goal. That's a shot to save. Take it away. It shouldn't count. And the refs, and it was only one ref doing the game, so there was only one pair of eyes. So Duprat actually took a goal away from his own player.
Is this going to be a penalty corner here after this? I mean,
yes, it is.
I'm not sure why, but a trip in front. That's what it was.
That's what it was.
And now we're back to live action. The penalty corner.
Yeah, but way out. Too far out. Too far out. Couldn't develop it.
Nothing out of that.
But Duprat took a goal away from his own player, and she was mad. So she took it out on Merrimack and she scored the first goal of the next game.
Oh, that.
For her first career goal. They did not take that one away.
Huh. Yeah, field hockey goals is so hard to come by. I don't blame her for getting mad. So it's in the corner. It got loose. And the Panthers will be awarded a free hit here. Catherine Tello with a nice pass on up ahead. Found a rare opening in the Titan line to gain some ground. And unfortunately off of the stick and out of the possession of Vanessa Norton, out of bounds. Titan ball. 30-minute halves. We are 6 minutes and change into the second half of play. And Teresa Ellison will inbound it with a Panther player right in front of her.
She must have inbounded the ball about 12 times in the first half.
Yeah,
here's a break right here. And Phillip Brown with a great save with the pad, the left pad. Made a big stop, I believe.
As you'll see in the replay
yeah,
here.
that was on Emily Pasillo. Watch her come. Oh, no, it wasn't Emily Pasillo. Kick save right there with the pad.
Didn't even allow the centering pass.
No,
you know?
That shot was taken by Vanessa Norton.
It's in tight again. And a whistle. What do we have?
Penalty corner.
Yeah. So North playing defense on yet another penalty corner in this game. This one awarded to South. Let's see what develops here. Catherine Tello's shot from distance.
And a stave. Ellison got a piece of that, I think.
I think you're right.
Yep.
Goes out of bounds.
If it's elevated too much, they won't count it. But Phillip Brown, her first save of the game, point blank range. And that was big.
So it was. So out of bounds.
Extremely big.
It was off of the South player, number 23. Abby Rowe and Teresa Ellison inbounding it. Turnover. So the Panthers with it. Catherine Tello wastes no time, chopping it on ahead. Loose ball. Panthers with the turnaround shot.
Another save.
Another save is made by Zoe Phillibrown. Kick save. Panthers keeping the pressure on.
Penalty corner again.
Another penalty corner. See how South plays it. Right in front. Catherine Tello's shot.
Yeah, but Phillip Brown comes out, deflects it. Look how far out she is with her defense behind her.
Way out.
Actually, Ellison is the only one.
4 players behind her and only
Look
one
at this.
on her team. What's that? Off to the side.
Yep, couldn't get the handle on it.
Wow. Chances galore for South in this end of the field,
you
but
know
no
what,
goal
John?
yet.
We talked about fatigue for the Unifieds. It really didn't happen because they substitute so freely. I think you're going to see fatigue here, but here's a break for the Titans. Murphy with a
Just
save.
wide of the goal.
Oh my gosh, Murphy had a big stop.
Let's see that again.
Oh, you watch this. Watch Murphy come way out.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow, collision on top of it.
Yes, Murphy, big. Phillip Brown on 9, and Murphy on North's number 4.
Catherine Tello.
Yes.
Oh, South's North's number 4 is Emily Sweet.
Emily Sweet, yep.
And stretching after that save and that collision, Paige Murphy looks a little uncomfortable in that goalie equipment right now.
Hey, that would have been, boy, if I was down there, that would have been, well, it's
Yeah.
this would have been a great photo.
It would have been.
That's a great shot. That was a great play by Murphy.
You know, it's easy to say in hindsight, but had Emily Sweet kind of slid that to her teammate on the wing, they might have had an easy put
And
in.
here we go again.
Look at
Phillibrown
Zoe
way
Phillibrown
out.
way out. Panthers trying to get a shot away and test the North goalie, who is venturing way out of the cage.
And,
Instead, the whistle turns the ball back over to North.
just when I said I thought the Titans were going to look a little fatigued, they come marching down the field with that breakaway.
Yeah, some of the players may be operating on adrenaline, or maybe they're just young and in good shape, but they
Like me.
having a second wind. Yeah, not like you. That's what we're talking about. Or me. I mean, I got winded jogging up the stairs on the way up here.
Yeah, but you've only made one trip up those
I
stairs.
have only, yeah.
I've made 3, and I have about 3 more to go. 3 or 4 more to go.
Titan ball.
Which is why the knee brace is on today.
Oh yeah.
Didn't have it on last night.
Yeah.
Wasn't too bad.
A lot of action here at Stellos for players, viewers.
There's another break. Let's see
A
what
one-on-one
happens.
situation. And she's by the defender on the goalie in front. Just wide. Oh, what a chance for the Titans.
I'm surprised Murphy didn't get a chance on that. Got
Great
right by
move
the
here.
defender. Puts the shot. Murphy trying to figure out the angle. Just missed it with her stick.
That was number 18 for North, Julia Gagnon, with the great rush. Just missing the far corner of the net. Well, we've seen some chances, more and more chances developing here in the second half.
What? There was the use of the stick. You saw
Yes. Yeah.
that. They use it to steer the ball away. And
Well, it is free hit in pretty good space for South if they can make something of it. Emma Murphy is
just
number 5.
wide.
Emma Murphy shovels it through the defender, but North intercepts the play, but they shoot it out of bounds, so Catherine Tello will go get it, and South will retain possession. Catherine Tello's inbound pass.
Tell you, John, those chances, with the way everybody's had those chances, you get the feeling somebody will probably put one of those in eventually if they keep it up.
Yeah.
But if they tire, we go to overtime.
Good pass on up ahead by
Over-
Teresa Ellison.
Fatigue will be the factor that would cause overtime if it happens.
Number 4 for North collected that. Emily Sweeten shot it toward the goal and drew a free hit. She'll be 15 yards away, and she starts play up right away. I don't think
Yeah, a little too
the
quick.
goaltender was ready for
Yeah.
Paige Murphy. Paige Murphy was ready for that, and I think because she started it too quick, it was whistle dead. So, kind of like the opposite of a delay of game penalty there, Tom. Starting up the game too fast penalty. Another whistle before a long shot.
Deflection. They're going to go towards south. They're going to go in south ball, south possession, and go down to right to left.
Series of whistles here reminds me of the childhood
And a
game
timeout
Red
on
Light.
the, timeout on the field.
Ever play Red Light?
Red light, green light, all that.
Yeah.
Timeout on the field. It's a scoreless game. We got 15-20 left to play. Halfway through the second half.
Yeah, just about the halfway mark of the second half. A lot of chances, a lot of excitement here. Both goaltenders who play aggressively out of the net, able to throw off the attackers just enough so that the shots have gone wide for the most part.
Interesting game.
Good look in on the huddle for the North team, coached by Chloe Audesi.
Like I said, both coaches coach a lot during the games. A lot of positioning of players, instructions being yelled out constantly during the game, and it helps. Helps them. I think communication is a big key in field hockey because you've got a huge field and so many players to position. They all have to be able to know where each other are. See Kiki McIntyre talking to her team.
And you see most of the players have a water bottle in hand. They're trying to.
Well, you know, if this were football, there'd be cramps galore. in
Yeah.
this game.
We were discussing at halftime the potential for extra time, and they will play in overtime if this game, somebody doesn't score here in regulation.
At least 10 minutes for the first session. But sudden death, so, you know, first goal wins. But goals are at such a premium in this game.
This season. Yeah, you're right.
For where these two teams are at, yes.
Right.
For a team like Girton and maybe Merrimack that are a little bit above, they're a lot
used to
above.
4 or 5
Yeah,
games,
well,
right?
not 4 or 5, but it depends on who they play,
playing,
right? You know, Girton put 2 in on Merrimack. They beat Merrimack 2-0 earlier in the week. So. Now, see, here's the other thing too. The sun could be a factor for Murphy. And it's more in lacrosse because the ball's in the air a lot.
I've seen her shielding her eyes already.
Because the ball's in the air a lot.
Oh,
so
yeah.
it's more for lacrosse. But
Right.
she'll have to focus on the ground.
And there's a glare that goes with that, even though, you know, you don't have to look up into the sun, but if it's coming your way, sometimes the shots are just silhouettes. The ball is a silhouette.
Right.
The sun's behind it.
Yep.
It's a black orb and can affect your depth perception as a goaltender. Clearly going this way, the goalie's got an advantage in seeing it. Sal's shot is deflected, and so Teresa Ellison takes the free hit. On the run, good job advancing the ball far down the field, and here comes North with a head of steam as they get down toward the right corner of the goal. Number 18 for the Titans is Julia Gagnon, but the Panther defense stops the attack. Slows it anyway, stealing it back. North, ball far side. With it for the Panthers is Emma Murphy, number 5. The Titans steal it back, staying on offense. The whistle, and it'll be a free hit for the Titans in a good spot on the field to make something happen. Oh, there's going to be a penalty corner? Really, it is. A penalty corner coming up. Number 7 for the Titans is Kaylee Eckenrode. In front, good setup.
Yeah, too far out. Murphy with a save.
Another one, and it just misses.
Misses the net.
Oh. Wow, that is about as close as we've seen tonight as well. Number 4.
Murphy with 7 saves in this game.
Emily Sweet. So we'll take a look at what happened there, Tom.
Well, watch it. Now, she's got to fire it in. She can't shoot it from there. But she can. Murphy with a save, and then all of a sudden the ball goes right back.
Great chance for the
Sweet
Titans.
was right there.
Oh, way out of her net. It's a goal. It is a goal.
Oh, my goodness, look at that.
Down from one end, a near goal, and the Panthers capitalize. We'll have to take a close look at this to see who got it. But again, Zoe Philibrown way out of the cage, Tom,
way out of the cage.
And it was a factor.
Here it is. Philibrown out by the yellow line.
Goal.
Yeah, and who was that?
Number 9 for South gets the goal. That is Vanessa Norton. How about that? Huge goal for the Panthers. Up 1-0 with 12:48 to go.
Incredible. And here come the Titans right back.
Trying to answer.
Don't know who made that pass to her that she tipped it in from just at the top of the circle. Here we go.
In close.
Murphy. Whistle had already blown, though.
It is.
It's going to be a penalty corner, I believe. No, free hit from the outside.
Huh. And it's Teresa Ellison that's going to do it.
It's like her 19th free hit of the game.
Yeah, yeah. Into traffic, weaving its way through.
All right, now watch the ball, John. When it gets in the circle, that's where it counts. That's where everything takes place. That's why that goal was so critical for South, because they were all alone in the circle, and Norton just barely got her stick on it as she dove.
Yes. Teams trading possessions in the south end of the field. The Panthers suddenly finding themselves nursing a 1-goal lead, but on their heels a bit here. Teresa Ellison with a free hit in an optimal spot on the field right in front of the goaltender, 20 yards out from Paige Murphy. Ellison's shot gets up in the air and misses everybody. Goes out of bounds. It was a deflected shot by South, however, and so North retains possession. They'll get a free hit back at the same spot.
It's in Murphy's hands now for
Yeah.
South, as they seek their first win of the season.
Unfamiliar territory for the Titans leading this late in a game.
Yeah, because they tied Merrimack with almost 0 time left on the clock on a penalty corner. That's how they got that goal. So they haven't led this late in a game, I don't believe.
South advancing the ball just inside the sideline. Nice move by Vanessa Norton. Able to push it ahead twice through a couple of defenders. She still has it. And again, out of her cage is Zoe Philibrown. We have a whistle. And what is this going to be?
Probably obstruction.
Yeah, I think it goes against the offense.
It will.
Fortunately for the Titans, Vanessa Norton nearly made another great play.
Right. Philibrown gambles when she's out there like that.
Yeah, she does, especially when you get opposing offensive players in behind you. North with a chance. Shot. It's a loose ball in front of the crease, and jumping on it is Paige Murphy.
Look at that crowd.
Oh, my goodness.
And
What
Murphy
a battle in front of the net.
Flat on her stomach.
Amazing play. Reminding you of goal line stand in football. And let's look at that one again. Look at this play. Coming all the way out. That was a great stop by the defender, number 21, Madison Suede. Saved the goal there. But a penalty corner now for the Titans as they keep the pressure on South, looking for that equalizer. North never did get a shot away there, and South, inserting itself, draws the violation, and they hack it past midfield. Teresa Ellison with a nice one-time pass as she received it, passed it to the wing where she found Emily Sweet. Sweet tried to take a shot from the right angle. Also trying to thread it through some players is Hannah Farley, number 10 for North. The South defense trying to get a hold of this, but instead it's in front. Couple of chances. Wow, how much pressure can Paige Murphy stand as she tries to keep the equalizer
10 saves
out of the net?
10 saves right now for
Here's
Murphy.
another. Here is a replay, and
Look
she
at it.
almost
One
had
kick.
to go 5-hole.
One kick,
Then the
2
whistle
kicks,
blows.
and then the whistle blows. 10 stops right now for Murphy.
Amazing. Playing with a sense of urgency, clearly the Titans of Nashua North.
Yeah, we're 7:44 left in the game. And that's running time, folks, so it just goes right through.
Oh,
That's-
yeah.
And you know, 7 minutes can go pretty quickly.
South has got to try to come up with some
Well, that's
offense
just it.
here.
For South, possession's 9/10 of the law right here. They need to possess the ball. They can't let North keep storming down because eventually the law of averages will catch up with them.
Yeah, there's going to be an unlucky bounce, and you can see Paige Murphy's kind of exhausted. She's bending over at the waist. She's shielding her eyes from the sun. She's had her share of activity here. Collisions. She's had a couple of collisions in this game, which is not something you see every game in field hockey. From the offensive pressure that the Titans have put on, desperately looking for that first goal that would tie this thing up. South with it. Chopping it downfield was Catherine Tello pretty effectively, but a good intercept by the Titans, and they moved the ball up the field smartly. With some pace. Two defenders back. Trying to cut inside was Hannah Farley, number 10. And the ball out of bounds.
And another play, Hannah Hansen, who's been on defense, the senior defender. She's been on defense all game and handling the Titans' best offensive players, and she's done a great job. And I think we're going to get a timeout by South as they try to formulate an attack plan with 6:09 left to play in this game. And it's a good one here at Stellos.
Both goaltenders coming off as well. This is one of those games where the field hockey attire feels just right. Sometimes these girls have to play in cold weather, and that's tough. But just right for today. Remember, as a kid, a lot of the uniforms some of them were made out of wool, baseball uniforms, you know. Now they got the Under Armour. That's the great stuff. The, what do they call it? Some kind of fit. Wiccan, thank you. Yeah, that great new invention, that Star Trek clothing that is cool or warm. Kind of shifts with the climate, the temperatures. So boys soccer next on tap, barring overtime here. We'll get to it even more quickly. But the boys from Nashua North have been, is that South or North that was over there in the shadows? Doing stretches right now. Boys soccer team in the left corner of the field. They've been in the shade.
That looks like South.
It is South, okay.
Yes.
I'm sure the Titan boys are in the building someplace.
It's a good year for Nashua Boys South side.
Tom, we're on a bit of a streak here, not of our own making, but we saw a South victory in girls volleyball on Thursday night. We saw a South victory in football on Friday night. Saw a South victory in co-ed unified.
And now it could be the fourth.
Surprisingly, we could see the
straight.
first and only victory of the season for South girls field hockey, depending on what happens in the next 6 minutes and 9 seconds.
It was 7-6-1 going in here. So now it's 8-6-1. And this would make it 9-6-1.
Yep. It would cement, even with the golf, South bow the bridge win, I think.
This game right here would. Well, it would.
Well,
no,
yeah,
it would.
unless North were on the table in boys and girls soccer and golf, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Then it would be a tie. It would clinch a tie.
Yep, clinch a tie. Teresa Ellison with a nice spin move. Gets it in front. Look out, it's in!
Oh, my
Unbelievable
goodness.
ricochet.
Oh.
And we may see victory snatched away from the South girls after all.
Let's
and
see,
boy,
who's covering-
I
who's
gotta
bringing
say,
the
there
ball up?
seemed to be a lot of luck involved in this as we replay the goal. I'll let Tom zero in on the possible goal scorer.
Right
Jim
there.
McLean thinks it's number 18.
Yeah, it is. Right at the 50-yard line.
That's
with the green
Julia Gagnon, who had some great chances
Yep.
earlier.
on a
Let's look
deflection.
at this again.
Let's see it.
How did this?
Ellison,
She set it up.
right, and she makes a nice move to her left, and then the deflection.
Gagnon.
Yep, Gagnon got it before Murphy could.
Excellent job. That was
just under 6 to play.
Phil Esposito-esque by Julia Gagnon to tie the game up 1-1. Oh, kind of jinxed South talking about how they were on a roll and first victory of the season, and
you did it.
Less than a minute later,
it's all you.
North ties it up.
Yep.
They had relentless pressure going on, though.
Well, they sure did.
And it finally paid off. Unfortunately for Paige Murphy, who was so good in goal.
Oh,
she looks distraught over there on the right side right now. Kind of in a
she's stretching a little bit.
Motorcycle crouch over there. Maybe she's stretching, but she's also got to be a bit disappointed that she couldn't maintain the shutout and help her team to their first win.
Well, when a goalie's off her feet and down on the ground
multiple times.
Yeah, that's a tough spot to be in. You're almost defenseless.
Right. South, though, trying to get more goals. This is right in front past the goal mouth. And again, Zoe Philibrown was out a ways.
Golden opportunity.
Yep. It'll be a free hit for the Titans defense, and Therese Ellison happy to take it. Shoots it on ahead. This one gets through everybody and goes out of bounds. Under 4 minutes to go in the game. Chopped on ahead. South trying to make some hay with this one. Trying the one-timer shot. Doubly difficult in field hockey with that limited stick surface. It was number 20, Kirsten McIntyre, for the Panthers. Therese Ellison shoots it on ahead. Intercepted by Catherine Tello. In front.
Philibrown knocks it away.
Save by Zoe Philibrown. So we have a whistle. Do we have a penalty corner? I think we do. This could be an opportunity for South to take the lead late. 2:49 to go. And a scoring chance possibly here for the Panthers to retake the lead and possibly claim their first victory of the season, depending on how they play it. Catherine Tello tries a little pass there. They get a shot away. Where's the ball?
It's underneath the pad of Philibrown.
Philibrown.
Yeah.
And you know what? They're going to do a penalty corner again because of that turn of events. It disappeared from view for a second. It was in the goalie equipment trapped in Zoe's pad. So restart. Tello's shot goes wide to the left. Was it deflected by a Titans player? That's the question. No. It's going to be a free hit for the Titans and not wasting any time.
Boy, that had to shock South.
Teresa Ellison shoots it
so
halfway.
Close.
Yeah, it did.
6 minutes to go.
And you notice how the pressure's gone away immediately?
Oh, yeah.
It's almost like it's got to be frustrating for the coaches. They're thinking, well, now we're back on the offense. Now, I guess it's just a sense of urgency that's the difference.
Uh-oh. Well, close. Almost had a break. Well, my guess is we're going to see overtime.
1:14 to go, and Titan ball in their own end. And again, Therese Ellison, she's conscious of the score. She's not in any hurry to turn it over here with a minute left to go and give the Panthers one final scoring chance. Instead, the Titans are going to be sprinting downfield with an opportunity, it looks like.
Well, this may be one of their last opportunity in regulation.
We got some body contact, and that might be a penalty corner.
Yes, it is. They made the signal.
Yep. It's not allowed to body check in field hockey.
No, what you don't want to see is a penalty shot. That's the one thing you don't want to
right, yeah.
You know, if you're South. If you're North, you would have loved it.
Yeah.
So here we go. Clock ticking, 44 seconds left.
Yeah, our time on the screen is frozen, but we are
They may have
watching the
stopped. I'm
scoreboard.
surprised. They should stop the clock.
Oh, now
here.
we're down. That's correct. It's running 38 seconds.
It's running while the referee is making instructions to the bench.
Yeah, you know, and South is talking to him. They stopped it now at 34.
Whatever happened, Chloe Odesi wasn't too thrilled about it.
Yeah. Some instructions from the official. Last chance possibly to score in regulation for the Titans. Long pass takes a while to develop, but they got the ball behind the goalie momentarily, and we have what?
Again.
A penalty corner with 22 seconds and clock's running.
They've got to really hurry. Don't know if there's any extra time on the clock from when the referee stopped to make his instructions.
They will get it off. 10 seconds to go. Ball's in front. Time's a factor here now.
Oh, backward pass. Shouldn't have made that pass. You need to put it right in the circle.
2 seconds.
Saved
Time
by
expires before they can get a shot away. 0-0 game, no. 1-1 game is what it is.
Wow.
We go to overtime.
Murphy's exhausted. Look at her.
Yep.
She is absolutely exhausted.
A lot of tension, a lot of action in that second half as Paige Murphy tries to catch her breath. And we'll see, we'll check on the minutes they put up on the board. You go on the internet, a lot of them say high school plays 2 10-minute overtime periods, sudden death periods, if necessary. They'll go 20 minutes with a break in between. In the middle. We'll take a break. We're going to overtime. Girls field hockey, South versus North, the 2017 Battle of the Bridge at Stellos. Stay with us.
Hey, look, it's those guys.
What's good? What's up? What's happening today?
Let's hit those pearly whites, man.
Yeah. The boys, check it out.
Stand up, do my terrorists, gon' compare us.
Ooh, cute.
Are you good to drive?
I'm fine. Hey girl, what's up? What's the name? What's good? What's up?
How many did you have?
I should be fine.
You should be.
Sir, go and step out of the vehicle for me.
Yes, sir. See ya, buddy. Today, Sean's got a hearing. We'll see how it goes. Good luck. So turns out, buzz driving and drunk driving, they're the same thing, and it costs around $10,000. So not worth it.
To overtime we go here at Stellos in the girls field hockey 2017 Battle of the Bridge. Hugely exciting second half. 2 goals scored, 1 for each team. It looked as if, for a moment, South might take their first victory of the season, but North's attack was relentless, and they got the equalizer to force the OT. So here we go. Teams trading possessions after the opening faceoff. They have 15 minutes up on the board for the overtime frame. So I don't know if there's going to be 2
I think there's
15s or just 1.
I think there's just one.
South with the best chance here. If it's sudden death, it could end any moment. Save made by Zoe Philibrown. Teresa Ellison getting in there. And it is going to be a free hit for the Titans. Chance right off the opening faceoff just about for the Panthers, and they intercept the clearing pass. That's Catherine Tello. Tello wide.
This is it. No.
And do we
Penalty
have a
corner.
penalty corner,
She
or is
could-
it a penalty shot?
Penalty corner.
It's a corner. It was not a one-on-one breakaway,
No, I
so
don't
it's not a
see
penalty
any-
shot.
there was
It's
no-
a penalty corner, though.
Don't get your hopes up here, John.
Right. Well, great pressure by the Panthers right off the opening faceoff.
No doubt.
They almost seem like they're venting their frustration at not taking the 1-0 victory, which was in their grasp. So the penalty corner now.
There was no reason for a penalty shot there. It was clear
No,
defense.
you're right. Catherine Tello kind of whiffs on it. This ball's still loose in front.
Oh,
Great chance. Shot.
it's
Oh,
in!
it's in! It's in! South wins it 2-1 in overtime. Terrific pressure by the Panthers, and that took just a minute and a half for the
Kirsten-
game winner.
Kirsten McIntyre, I believe, has that goal. Watch the deflection. Open, turn to try to shoot it, can't get it. Saved by Phillip Brown. There's McIntyre right there in the corner. And
7
knocks
and
it in.
20. I think you're right, though. I think it was number 7 for South, Elizabeth Harrington, and then Kirsten McIntyre made sure it was in. You might have to ask the players exactly whether it was across the line or not, but great teamwork by the Panthers offense. And I got to say, that's a very exciting field hockey game right there.
And that was a fast overtime, I'll tell you that.
Sure was. The Panthers get it done for their first victory of 2017. It was scintillating on a Sunsplash Saturday in September. For Tom King, Jim McLean, Tim O'Neill, I'm John Collins. Thank you for watching. There you see the final score. South defeats North in the Battle of the Bridge field hockey game 2017. Good afternoon from Stellos Stadium, everybody.